This week's lick is inspired by the great pedal steel player Tommy White. I heard him play something close to this earlier in the week, and I thought, I'd like to just experiment with something like that on the guitar, which is ironic because they usually listen to what we do and then try to put it on the pedal steel. So here it is, one influencing the other, one hand washing the other. Anyway, it sounds like this. Now let me just take a second to explain what you're playing over. It's basically a 45-11 in B flat, so it kind of goes. Right. So the way that this lick kind of evolves is you start on B flat, which is the 8th fret of string 4, and then you play the B flat going to the C, which is the 5th fret of the G string. Let them ring out as much as you can. Now, I've got a trim on, but if I take the trim off, I would add vibrato on that note. Notice that I'm just letting the B flat ring as I go, which I'm going from the C to the D. Now here, I switch. So I'm playing a G on the 2nd string with my pinky, and I'm bending from that D to the E flat. And when we do that, that becomes the 4 chord because the D goes to the E flat. That's the root of the 4 chord, and then there's your 3rd. So, right? And I come right back down. So the scale passage is. Now we go to the 5 chord. I slide into A, and then play the F, which is the root of the chord. And then I'm just going up the triad, right, in 6ths. So that goes C to A. So it's A to F, then going from C to A. And then I switch and I keep the A, move it to B flat, and then I play this E flat here. Now the E flat is the flat 7 of the F chord, right? It's what makes it dominant, that note. So it's up an octave. So I'm bending from B flat up a whole step to C, and then adding the E flat. So we get this. And then stop the notes. And then resolve it to the B flat. So it's B flat and D, which is the 1 chord. That's the root and the 3rd of the 1 chord. So it goes. And then here's the last little lick at the end, which is. Now that's B flat. I'm barring, getting the F, and then hammering onto the G. Now here's the tricky part. That's a little grace note that I'm throwing in there. But I'm also holding down the F. So that takes a little bit of practice. So, and then we're back to sliding into the D and hitting the B flat on the top, which is the 1 chord. So, oh, sorry. Okay, so here's the lick one more time. See you next week.